some more.
You know, there's many Pokemon out there, and with the recent news of a new Pokemon coming out, this got me thinking, what type of new Pokemon are we going to get in Gen 8? Now, granted, Pokemon can be labeled as different types of plants, inanimate objects, or in most case scenario, animals. And then that got me thinking, what types of animals have they not used as Pokemon? Now, for this top 10 list, we're going to discuss the 10 types of animals I want to become Pokemon in Gen A, near future, whatever works. I just hope that they make one of these into a Pokemon. So, without further ado, let's get on to it. Also, just to let you know that honorable mention will be Saber-Tooth Tiger. I really want one, but some will argue that Raikou is a Saber-Tooth Tiger, even though he's labeled as a legendary dog. I don't see how Raikou's a dog, but when it comes to Saber-Tooth Tiger, yeah, he looks like a Saber-Tooth Tiger. So, without further ado, let's get on to these animals I want to become Pokemon. Opinion Town is here. Coming in at number 10, we have the Quokka. Now, I might butcher that name, so if I did, apologies. However, every generation of Pokemon has like the early rodent Pokemon that you would find when you start your journey, or the Pikachu clone. Whereas they have Plusle, Meryl, which I didn't know was a Pikachu clone until Gen 6, Dedenne, Emolga, Pachirisu, Togedemaru. Now look at this thing and tell me this can't be a Pikachu clone, or an early rodent Pokemon. Let me also just say, for these Australian rodents, they don't fear humans. At all. Like, they will walk up to you and be like the happiest little booger you ever freaking saw. These things are so damn cute. They're like little baby kangaroo mice. Now, granted, there's actually such things as kangaroo rats, but considering that this animal is such a species that a lot of people actually haven't heard of, I want to see Pokemon turn this into one of their own creations. Moving on to number 9. Coming in at number 9, we have the Rain-tailed Lemur. Now, these little Madagascarian creatures should definitely be a Pokemon. Look at them. They already look like a Pokemon. They're wondering, why haven't you not made us into Pokemon yet? Well, I'll tell you why. I have no idea. But, for reals, they need to make this little dude into a Pokemon. Also, can you imagine when people catch this thing, how many people are going to name it King Julian? Like, every time someone's going to bring this thing out, they're going to go, I like to move it. Like, come on, man. This thing needs to be a Pokemon. They already made a koala into a Pokemon, which I was so hoping for before Gen 7 showed up, and they did it. But they need to make a lemur Pokemon now. So bad. I don't really picture they do much with it, but if they make it just a normal type, that's perfectly fine. Now moving on to number 8. Coming in at number 8, we have the Rattlesnake. Now, ahead of time, I'm very sorry if anyone is watching this and they are afraid of snakes. Now, there has been a couple of snake Pokemon out. Serperior, Seviper, Arbok, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's ever been a rattlesnake Pokemon. And rattlesnakes are one of the deadliest little shits out there. So I think a rattlesnake could be done in certain amount of ways on how they can turn into a Pokemon. Make it into ground type, dragon type, fire type, water type. Like, there's so many possibilities you could do with a rattlesnake. I can definitely imagine. And with, like, the rattle being, like, a weapon or something, like from the movie Rango, how they turned their rattlesnake outlaw, they made his rattle into a machine. That is super awesome how they made it into a gun. And then it's just revolving and just shooting bats. That was really clever by those guys, for reals. Let's do something with that. Only instead of a gun, it's some kind of elemental thing that shoots something. That would be so damn cool. Moving on to number 7. Coming in at number 7, we have the Velociraptor. Now, I have 3 favorite dinosaurs. The Archaeopteryx, Triceratops, and then these guys. Now, they've already made an Archaeopteryx a Pokemon. And arguably said, Triceratops have been concepts for different Pokemon. But I doubt they've touched this guy. And that's kind of sad, because there's a lot you can do with a Velociraptor. It's the fastest dinosaur, it's smart as hell, and for God's sakes, I'm going to name it Blue when this thing comes out because Jurassic Park fan right here. And I'm going to say every time one beats me, clever girl. Even if it's a dude, I don't care. The Velociraptor will kick my ass, and I will be proud to say, clever girl. And if this thing comes to me in a pack, well then, they do travel in herds. Yes, I know, Jurassic Park puns all around, but honestly, this thing could also be a fossil Pokemon, considering how many times dinosaur Pokemon have been, fossil Pokemon, which makes sense because they're dinosaurs. So why not do the Velociraptor? Now, moving on to number 6. Coming in at number 6, we have the Thorny Devil, or the Thorny Dragon. Now, this Thorny Devil is begging to be a Pokemon. I mean, look at it. It already looks like one. It's got spikes all over it. It looks so damn cool. And these things hurt when you touch it. It's like a little lizard cactus. Shit, make that into a Pokemon. Good lord. And there's a lot you can do with this because it's a dragon. You can make it a dragon type, make it a ground type, rock type, steel type because the barbs on its skin, fire type because it's red, orange, or brown. There's a lot of things you could do with a Thorny Devil Pokemon. They also have that bulb on their shoulder, so when they put their head down, the predators get confused, like which one is their head. Also, very odd thing that these two guys will do, and I didn't even know this until I looked it up. Apparently they can drink water with any part of their body, and it would slowly go toward their mouth like they're actually drinking it. But that's pretty damn cool. You just stick your hand in water, it's like, good stuff. that's weird and cool as hell. Gosh, I wish I could do that. Actually, never mind. That'd be really weird because I work at McDonald's. You imagine drinking hot grease? Gross. No. Nah. Okay, I take it back. Thorny Devil, you do your ability. You just stick your hand in water and had a nice cup of water. Moving on to number 5. Coming in at number 5, we have the Beluga Whale. Originally, this spot for me was going to be the Narwhal, but that's on every PokeTuber's list, and I want to be different. I thought, let's see. As much, so bad I want a Narwhal Pokemon, what else could work? And I was scrolling down through the pics of Narwhals, and I saw the Beluga Whale. And I thought, yes, we need a Beluga Whale Pokemon. I want a Beluga Whale Pokemon. They're so damn adorable and so freaking pretty when they swim in the water. And besides, anyone know that child song that they used to sing? Baby beluga in the deep blue sea, I need a Pokemon just for me. Okay, maybe it didn't go like that, but come on. Let's make the Beluga Whale a Pokemon. It looks adorable. It could be like Water Fairy because it's adorable, or because it lives in icy climates, make it an ice type. I don't care. I just want this thing a Pokemon. Literally, when I looked through my Pokemon handbook, and I saw Dugong, and I was flipping through the pages, quick glance, I thought that was a beluga, but then I was like, oh, no, wait, that's a seal. Oh, wait, it's actually a dugong. Okay. Moving on to number 4. Coming in at number 4, we have the Blue Angel, or the Blue Dragon. I forgot its long scientific name, but show this picture to any Pokemon fan or PokeTuber, and their first thought will be, I want this as a Pokemon. Trust me, we know, we see, I saw, and I thought, that's gotta be a Pokemon. It has to be. This thing has to be a Pokemon. Look at this thing! It's so damn cool looking! Now, this sea slug looking thing is actually very deadly, where it has very poisonous toxins within its little flipper tentacle fan things, but it's so damn beautiful. Like most things in the ocean, they're pretty and dangerous. This thing needs to be a Pokemon. It could be water type, poison type, dragon type. You could do a lot with this thing. It's got to be a Pokemon. We've been wanting this since before Gen 6. I know. The talk has been real. I want this thing to be a Pokemon. Gosh. Moving on to number 3. Coming in at number 3, we have the Platypus. We have duck Pokemon. We have beaver Pokemon. Not proud that it's a Bidoof, but moving on. We need a damn Platypus Pokemon. Please. I saw some fan art of Platypus Pokemon everywhere. And let me just say, if a Platypus Pokemon does happen, bet you anything its name going to be Perry the Platypus, or Agent P, or Agent Perry the Platypus. Nah, that's too long. But anyway, my point being, this thing is a long overdue for a Pokemon design. I mean, come on! God looked at this thing and said, yes, this is the ultimate weird creation. He took his parts of a beaver tail and a duck and he said, screw it. And then he made this thing. And he said, yeah, take that. I made the coolest thing ever. A duck-billed platypus. That's what I'm going to call this thing. Oh yeah, I'm going to give it echolocation so that it can see in the water. I'm going to make it lay eggs. And I'm going to make this thing have its back claws very, very poisonous. Go ahead, top this creation. There is a lot you could do with this. It's not even up for debate. It could be an electric type, water type, poison type, ground type. Like I said, there's a lot you can do with this. Moving on to number 2. Coming in number 2, we have the snow leopard. Now I have a lot of aquatic animals on this list, so it's time to take a break. I, King of Snow Leopards, demand that a snow leopard Pokemon exist. It's so obvious, basic, enough to where the fans need an ice-type snow leopard. It needs to be a thing. Why it is not, I don't know, but if you look on Google or Bing and you type in snow leopard Pokemon, guess what you get? Suggestions, options, visual aids. This needs to be a thing, so says the King of Snow Leopards myself. Moving on to number 1 before I ran too hard. Coming in number 1, we have the Dolphin Pokemon. I am so damn triggered on how Gen 7 missed their opportunity to do this. I was praying, crossing my fingers and toes for a Dolphin Pokemon to exist in the Hawaiian region. Guess what's in Hawaii? Freaking dolphins! Guess what they didn't make? A Dolphin Pokemon! Now there has been fan-made spoilers, is what I like to call them, on how the Dolphin Pokemon may exist. How it could be a water type or a fire type. That'd be cool. Fire type Dolphin? Heck yes. Steel type. Someone even said, hey, they should make a Dolphin Dragon type. That just sounds freaking cool. Heck, this thing could be a fairy type and I wouldn't care. So long as a Dolphin Pokemon exists. Before I die, I, King of Snow Leopards, declare that not only you do a Snow Leopard Pokemon, and if you don't, that's fine, but before I die and pass into the next life, whatever it may be, a Dolphin Pokemon shall rise from Game Freak and show that it exists. Please, it needs to exist. I told myself I wouldn't rant, but in the top 2 Pokemon, I did rant. So what types of animals do you want to see as actual Pokemon? Make sure you actually know that they aren't Pokemon, because there's more than 800 Pokemon right now, and Gen 8 is around the corner. I can feel it. I can sense it. It's here. It's coming. Winter is coming. My point being that you should definitely leave a comment below on what Pokemon you want to see based off an animal, plant, whatever you want to see exist. Maybe I might show some Pokemon fan art in the later years. But make sure you leave a like, subscribe. It is so easy and it helps so much. Until then, hunters and huntresses of the Ghost Type family. Mission accomplished. Gotta catch 'em all.